Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey everybody, it's Zach, aka Zach Reviews. We are back again with another video. This was episode 3 of Riverdale. Today was the day they graduated, finally. We actually start to get some awesome content from a 1 year later jump where they are... they're going to be, grown-ups doing grown-ups things. But, before we get in talks about this episode, I want to say, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to my channel, put on those notifications, leave a like on this video, and comment down below. And if you leave a like on this video, that shows that you guys like my videos that I'm doing for you guys, and it shows me, and it makes me just want to put more videos out for you guys. I really love doing this, because it's my passion, and I'm just happy for people that want to join my channel and join the community of, because my goal about this channel is to spread, love and positivity, and just make sure people follow their dreams, because, life's short, and, don't let anybody stand in your way. But, I'm going to get into this episode. Do you want to start first? This is my sister Annie, by the way, for people that don't know.
You can go first.
Okay, so we start this episode, literally, they are, wait, what happened? How did we start this episode? They do sort of like a flashback of all the things that have happened throughout the years of them them in school and what we've seen of Riverdale. And, it's crazy because I never thought we would get to this point. I literally never thought that. I thought to myself, I don't think we're ever going to see them, graduate, and we're going to see them after graduation, what they would be doing. I never thought we would see that, or even we would get to the graduating point. I thought, this would be one show that would keep extending and extending. Like how, wait, what's the baby's names? Juniper Dagwood?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think that's the baby's names, how they never age and they never grow older.
And babies the whole entire time since they've been in high school.
Yeah, so I just never thought we'd get to this moment, and it's so crazy how we're already here at this moment, and it was very emotional this episode. And just all leading up to this episode, and we see how everybody's going through some things before they go off to college, it leading up to that moment, and we see how Archie pretty much in this episode, it shows them all in their own places. Like Archie's sleeping, wakes up from a nightmare of his dad saying, we see the scene where his dad's in the hospital after he gets shot by the Black Hood. And that one moment where he's at at the graduation, and he's about to take a picture, and Archie's like, "Oh, take the picture," and it's that same scene, that the nightmare that Fred had when he was in his coma about how Fred said, I never thought I would be here alive to see this, and it's that same nightmare, and I was like, damn, that sucks. Archie's been through so much, his character, how It really feels like he can never catch a win and never catch a break. And I feel like this episode I feel like this season especially has been leading up to what is he going to do after high school. Because, as we find out, they get called to the office in school, Archie and Jughead. And pretty much Jughead was able to pass. He's graduating.
Yeah.
But when Archie went in to go see Mr. Weatherby?
Yeah,
Mr. Weatherby. He said that, Archie, I'm going to be totally honest with you, you're not graduating this year. And he's like, and Archie's like, so summer school then? And he's like, not even that. You have to repeat your senior year. And I can already tell right away that before that happens, Archie, Cheryl and Toni are opening up the
time capsule from 1945.
Yeah, from 1945, and there's a comic book in there, a Red Circle comic book, which is a shout out to when Archie did the Red Circle with the Bulldogs. And there was, I think, a Pops menu, and it was like 15 cents for a hamburger. And Cheryl said, "Oh yeah, this one's for you, Jughead, about the $15 cents of a cheeseburger." And it was just so funny because right when the moment where they pulled out a picture, it was of 4 high schoolers taking a picture before they went off to the army. And Archie right away, a light bulb, popped up in his head, because originally he was going to go to the Naval Academy. And he said, since it didn't work out well in the last episode where he wanted to go to the Naval Academy, he didn't get in because he didn't win the fight against Katie Keene's boyfriend, Kale. It just didn't work out. I thought to myself, what is he going to do? Because like, what's he going to do? Is he just going to take over the family? Like, is he going to do the family business still? Is he going to stay in Riverdale? But it turns out, he's going to the army. He set himself, like, right away when I saw him, like, I told my sister, I'm like, he's definitely going to want to sign up for the army now. And then, when he goes in and, he comes out and Jughead's like, oh, did you pass? After the moment where we find out that he has to repeat the senior year, he says to Jughead, oh, I didn't pass, but I have to do summer school, and then by the end of that, I'll be able to get my diploma and do whatever. But he lied to Jughead. I was like, damn, he lied. He doesn't want anybody to know because he's embarrassed about that, and I know he's not going to want to repeat his senior year. So, of course, I feel like they're really zooming in on him going to the army. And then, little do we find out that, we get to the moment where everybody is at the ceremony, and he has pretty much a vision on stage when, everybody's going up to get their diplomas. He gets his diploma, but it's not in the thing. He opens it, and he starts smiling, and then he opens it. It's not there. Then everything goes to hell. He pretty much, you could tell he's not happy about that. You could tell he's just sad about everything. And you could tell that there's a moment where he sees all the 4 army guys that took that picture, and it's popping in his head that he knows that's what he needs to do. I feel like he thinks he needs to do this because he's gone through so much of, having, with his dad, with Hiram, with, him never feeling he can, just win anything, that I feel like he thinks that he needs to do this to find himself. And even Veronica, when, he tells Veronica pretty much at the end, when they're all taking a drink after the graduation ceremony, he tells Veronica that, and Jughead and Betty that he's going, and she can't agree with it. She's sad about it. So she walks off, and while that's going on, throughout this episode for everybody else is that, Betty and Jughead, you can go on with that, Annie, and tell what you think about that, about Betty and Jughead, where they're going to go in their relationship. And
okay, so Betty told Jughead that she kissed Archie.
Yeah, and Jughead was sad. You could tell he's sad. That's not the first time that they kissed. That's not the first time, as we know, because they've kissed before.
Yeah,
in different seasons.
And Archie's like Jughead's best friend.
So it's kind of like
it's like Archie may betrayed Jughead.
Yeah, betrayed Jughead and Veronica, and it's kind of like because it's like, how many times are you gonna do that, and how many times do you accept them to just accept it and move on with that, and just how many times do you think are they gonna say it's okay? I feel like it's at the point where I feel like, I don't know. More than anything, I don't think Veronica and Archie are a good couple. I don't think they mix well. I'm always, I'm Team Barchie all the way, Yeah, is that right? Team Barchie? Yeah, Team Barchie, Yeah, I'm totally team that. I really want Betty and Archie to be together, and I feel like that's definitely where we're going to be heading, because pretty much at the end of this episode, with Archie going to the army, and Betty, she wants to go on vacation with her mom before they get in. She jumps.
Before she goes to New Haven.
Yeah, and Jughead pretty much essentially is he stayed behind, wants to stay in town for a little bit before he goes to college, and a lot of things happened. I was shocked.
Jughead stayed at Archie's house, but they sold his house.
Yeah, they sold his house. I was shocked. I'm like, wow.
Why?
That 1 year mark, or not even the 1 year mark yet. It's a couple of months before he went to college.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, they sold the house. The mom sold the house. I don't know how Archie's going to feel with that. I don't know if Archie knows the mom was going to sell the house.
Archie Liberty comes back.
I don't know. I'm just wow. That was a big moment. I'm like, I did not know we were going to get to that moment. And then after that, the power gets turned off, the electricity the power gets turned off, the gas bill gets turned off, everything gets turned off.
The wires turned off.
Yeah, essentially. And then after that, he goes to the bunker, because he has to live there, and then he ends up leaving. He gets his last burger at Pop's, and when they were all on the bleachers, before Archie told them that he was going to the military, he said, let's make a pact that we'll come back every 1 year back to Riverdale, and we'll stay friends forever.
And then we jump 1 year later, and the one that came back was Jughead.
Jughead was the only one that came back, and I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked. I'm like, wow. For someone, Archie, that made that pact, I'm shocked he didn't come back. But you're in the military. That's hard to. From what I know, it's hard. You stay there for a certain amount of time. So he had a good reason. But Betty and Veronica, I was shocked. I was shocked.
Yeah,
I'm like, wow.
I really thought they would come
I
back.
felt bad for Jughead. I'm not a big Jughead fan, but honest to God, I mean, this episode really made me feel bad for him, especially because I feel like he felt like I feel like he says it's okay to Archie that he did that. He says it's okay for Betty, but you know that he's just not happy with all about that and everything that went wrong. And I bet you he's literally gonna hold that against Archie and Betty in the when we see them come back. What was it like? In that, no, I think it's the next 1 year later, I think, because the 1 year already happened, they didn't show up. So it's next year, I think, is when we see how everybody's going to come back from what we saw from the next episode, where we see that Jughead's a writer, Veronica's married, which shocks me, but then again, that's 2 years right there.
Betty's the FBI agent.
And it looks like Betty's been through the ringer. It looks like someone got her captured, someone almost killed her, I don't even know. I'm just excited.
And Archie's in the
Dude, that one scene where we saw Archie in that war moment, bro, I'm so glad we get to see grown-up stuff and instead of this. Because I'm telling you, I mean, for a little bit, I was like, damn, Riverdale, I feel like is getting too out of hand, too crazy right now. I don't know if I'm liking it. But I'm happy we're finally done with the high school drama crap.
Yeah.
And we're getting the real-world situations. I'm really excited to see how that's all going to happen. I'm excited to see what mysteries are going to come into Riverdale after they're back after the 2 years. I'm just excited for all this. And also, on top of Cheryl and Toni, I was shocked when Cheryl said to Toni this.
She said that I'm not going to college.
She said she wasn't going to college. She said she wanted to
take on the business, take care of the babies, because she has Polly's kids.
And take over the family business to make a good name, so that way Toni's grandmother will allow them to be together. And then we'll make sure of it. So that's a big step for Cheryl. Cheryl's character development from season 1 to now is phenomenal. From how she was to now, kudos to you, writers, for that, because her character development really flipped around. Like, that's true love. You're willing to not go to your favorite college, to stay back, to make sure that you make a good name for, like, you can give yourself a good last name enough so the grandmother will let you date the person you love. That's true love right there. I mean, Toni, I hope Toni realizes, like, that's a big thing, especially for Cheryl. Damn, like, I was like, wow, that was a really heart-pounding moment. I'm like, wow, like, I never thought we'd see Cheryl doing something like that for anybody. But she really loves Toni, and that really shows that she will wait for Toni after she's done at college or whatever. She will wait. Now, the question is that will Toni wait for her? That's the big deal, because they broke up. They broke up so she could focus on the business, make a good name for her family, so she would be able to stay with Toni. And I don't know, Toni's pretty much says, a sort of way she'll wait, but I don't know. I mean, we didn't see much of them in that 1 year when they came back, but they weren't a part of the pack, so I'm thinking maybe we'll see more what happens in their relationship, Toni and Cheryl's, and that when the 2 year mark happens, which will be next episode. So overall, I'm super excited to see where everybody's relationships have gone, what relationships are gonna, who's gonna still be together, who's not gonna still be together. But essentially, I don't know, Betty and Jughead seems like they're not together anymore from the way it was, because after everybody left, and her wanting to go on vacation with her mom, it sort of was a way for Betty to say, I'm not into this relationship anymore. They kind of like, when Archie left, the glue kind of fell apart, and especially that big bomb, they never talked. Jughead and Betty never talked about, how Archie and them kissed. So that kind of really broke up, her and Jughead's relationship. So I'm excited to see if they get together, or, Archie and Betty get together. That's where I'm thinking this is all going to head. I think that's where it's going to go, especially because, again, as I just said, Veronica has a husband. So I'm telling you, I know what's going to happen. I know what the writers are thinking. Betty and Archie. I'm telling you, that's where it's heading. But on top of that, with Jellybean, Annie, you gotta break that down.
Oh. So.
Oh my god.
As we saw last week, Jellybean told Jughead that she's been making the videos.
All the videos. That shocked me. I was like, wow.
Not just one, not just two. All of them.
That was so under my nose. I need to know in the comments, did anybody see that coming? I didn't even see that coming. That's such good. Again, that was a good move by the writers. Especially why she did it. It was a little too extreme just to make your brother want to stay home. But I mean, I'm just shocked that she did that and her friends did that. It was all movie magic. And they worked on it so well. They did it so well that it looked real. So I mean, but But Betty's face, when there was a moment where Jughead and Jellybean were doing a puzzle, and Betty was trying to figure out what to write to give her a speech at the graduation.
And she looks at Jellybean.
And she looks
has
at
this, look on her face like, what am I going to do?
She has a look on her face like she knows Jellybean's going to be evil. She knows it. Like it took it too far. I feel like, in a way, she's kind of concerned who Jellybean will become. Especially because she's going to be... Because from what we can see is that, FP finally leaves, which, as we know, the character that plays FP said that he was leaving the show. Yeah. So since we saw that, I'm like, okay, this is it. This is his last episode. And you can really tell his emotional level when he even told Alice that, when he told Alice in like the first minutes of the show that he had to go back to Toronto with Toledo with Jellybean and meet up with his what's Jughead's mom's name? Gladys. He had to meet up with them and stay there for a while to really give Jellybean a restart because Riverdale just isn't the right place for her.
Because Alice said that she knows like there are few places that Jellybean can go to. Yeah. But he's like, no, I'm taking her back to
Alice wanted her to go to like therapy, but he's like, no, I gotta take her back to Toledo, and I gotta really, and she's like, oh, like, can we talk about this? Because what does that mean for us? And essentially, he, like, at the end, when he gets on his bike about to leave with Jellybean, he's sad about that, and he's sad, like, because he's sad that he has to go and do this. He's sad that he has to, like, see Jughead go off to college, and he even told Jughead, I don't want you, like, coming to live with us and go to Toledo. You need to live your life. And you could tell Jughead wasn't happy about that. And you could just tell that I don't know if this is the right thing for Jellybean because I don't know how... It's kind of like the same situation, but her back at Riverdale. Jughead was never there because he was doing things. And was the mom going to really... she did spend her life... Her and Jellybean did spend her life, her entire life with her mom. But at the same time, I don't know if that's the right move. Because her mom's not really the best influence because she was doing all the drug things last season of Riverdale. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like there's a big chance she could become a villain in the 2 years that happens. I don't know. We'll see. I really want to know what you guys think down in the comments. But a lot of things happened this episode I was really not prepared for.
I feel like FP didn't have the right mindset to take her back to Toledo because she wasn't...
I don't know what that's going to lead for that character.
She stayed in Riverdale with her dad because her mom was doing all this crap.
So yeah, exactly. So I don't know where her storyline is going to go. Eventually, I know we probably will see her in next episode or some point this season. But I don't think we're going to see FP anymore because, like we said, the person that plays him said he wants to leave it there and wants to move on to other projects. So I don't know how they're going to do this. I don't know if he did go and then they'll kill him off. I don't know if they, he's going to stay wherever and then maybe he'll come back in an episode if he wants to come back to the show, that, the guy that plays FP.
Yeah, just,
I don't know. There's so many possibilities. I have no clue. Again, this is a 2-year now, because they didn't show up on the 1-year mark. Only Jughead did. So this is 2 years now when we see them come back in next week's episode.
Yeah.
So it's just craziness. I still can't get over... Especially the way they were setting up Archie going to the army, I'm telling you that's going to be a big storyline of next week's episode.
All the characters...
Because it looks like he got shot and looks like he was in the hospital and that's why he got discharged to go home. And you can tell he's like, what? I don't think he wants to. I think he wants to stay there. I think that's where he feels like everything makes sense. And especially because I feel like that's why maybe... I don't know what happened to him in the military, in the army, that he didn't want to come back after that 1 year. Again, we don't know. So I really want to know. He could have got messed up bad. People, I don't know. Things can happen in war, man. And, because it's just tough. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where they're going to go with the storylines from here on out because we're not in high school no more. It's grown-up time. It's grown-up stuff.
They're all out
I'm telling you, I couldn't be happier that we're out of high school. I'm just excited where this is going to go. Hopefully no more musical episodes, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Hopefully not, because for people that are new here, how I feel about the musical episodes and all of CW shows. They're ridiculous. But, go on.
I'm happy that all the characters are happy in what they're doing, but I want to see what happened with Archie.
Yeah, there's just that's probably the most personal.
Because he was why are you sending me home? What happened?
I can't even say that's the most excited storyline I'm excited to see in the next episode. I want to know why Veronica got married, who this guy is. I want to know
Veronica's in the FBI.
No, Betty's in the FBI. I mean, I knew that's where she was gonna go, but bro, like that one scene where she was in that ditch she looks like she was. I don't know what was going on, but I'm so happy we're at that grown up level now. Oh, I'm telling you, great story. That's gonna be this might save the show, guys, because I'm telling you, at some point I was getting annoyed about all the crap. I mean, there were some things I'm like, oh, this is trash. The storylines of this, what's going on? This just isn't good. And this might save this now. This might give us that new, fresh element to keep us interested for the show to keep going. I mean, so I'm excited.
I'm kind of mad Veronica got married because I'm Team Archie. I hate Archie.
You know, right?
I hate Archie. I am Team Buckhead. You know that.
You know, because right when Archie saw that, jealousy just popped up. He was, dude, I'm telling you. I don't think that, I don't know, that guy, that her new husband, or the husband that she's, dude, no. I have a feeling that he's just gonna disappear like that, and like she's gonna want to go back to Archie. Something's gonna happen.
I also want to see
I don't think this guy's gonna stick around long.
I also want to see what happens with Kevin and Fangs.
Oh yes, bro. There's so many characters that really didn't even get like their final like moments besides Cheryl and Toni. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen to Kevin and Fangs. I'm excited what's gonna happen with Pops. I'm scared. Like, I mean, I don't know. Many things can happen in 2 years. I mean, Pops is an old guy. I hope to God, he's fine in that 2-year jump.
I love Pops.
I hope he's fine. Because he's fine in the 1 year. Oh my God, dude. And then what? Just swear to God. Everything better be. I hope things are fine with Pop's chocolate shop. Because I'm going to be really sad
if Pops dies, I'm going to cry.
Not even that. But if the shop is gone, I'm going to be sad. That's going to suck.
But if Pop dies.
That's going to suck too. But I mean, think about, like, that's such a, like, especially when someone's legacy, like Pop's Diner, even if he does die, which he probably won't, that's such a big part of him and his spirit and his legacy. If that goes, that's sad.
Yeah.
Because even when the drive-in went gone in Riverdale, that was sad. That was sad because that was Jughead's home. That's where he lived when he wasn't with his dad in the trailer. So, I mean, I understand, like, that. I mean, that's going to suck. Especially because Pops has been there for how many seasons of Riverdale? Like, we're on season, 5?
5 seasons.
So, it's been there for 4 seasons. Technically 5 now.
Yeah, because
that's insane. So, like, if that goes, that's going to be sad. I hope it's still there.
But Pop dies, I'm gonna cry.
That's gonna suck. I don't think he will. He's healthy as a horse. I think man's a fighter. I mean, dude, he was there on Riot Night, man. He's a goat. He's the goat. So everything will be fine. All I know though is I'm just excited to see what's gonna happen with everybody. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen with Alice. Hopefully she doesn't spiral into another cult situation again. Oh my God. I mean, how dumb you gotta be again to jump into a cult?
I hated the whole farm thing. I hated
that, bro. It was cringe. Okay, but yeah, honestly, though, I'm excited. This was a really good episode.
It was really good.
It was a really good episode. I think this might be my favorite episode yet.
I liked when they had a flashback with Fred, who was played by Luke Perry.
Yeah, that was like any moment like that's a sad thing because it was so sudden, man, and it's so sad that he's gone. Especially because like you can really feel like KJ Appa's performance. You can really tell that he saw him as an actual father figure, and you can just really tell that emotional level's so there, and I can feel it. I can just feel it. So I mean, that's such a hard thing, man. Luke Perry was the GOAT.
Yeah.
For sure.
Also, they had Archie. Principal Weatherby asked Archie to write a song for the graduation. They used a Green Day song.
It was a Green Day song. I'm shocked they got the rights to do that. I'm so shocked. I'm like, wow. Used "Time of Our Lives" by Green Day. I was like, damn. I'm like, I thought he would have... Right when he was doing, like, the beginning of the song, I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, this is Green Day. I'm like, what?
You thought Blink-182
no, I thought it was Blink-182 for a second, but I was like, wait a second, that's not Blink-182. I'm like, that's Green Day. Because, like, I'm a big Green Day fan and a big Blink-182 fan. They're, like, my favorite bands. And I was shocked. I was like, wow. Because I thought he was going to make his own song for a second. I was like, why is he singing "Time of Our Life"? But it makes sense. So I was like, this is cool. I'm just excited to see where the seasons are going to... I wonder if we're going to get a season 6. That would shock me if we got season 6 of Riverdale. If they have that much story that they could pull that off. But then again, I don't know. I mean, I want more from what that little snippet of next episode. That looks amazing. That's the most amazing content I've ever seen of Riverdale. And that one little snippet of... I think I've ever seen in the entire series of Riverdale.
This is the best episode of any season of Riverdale.
I don't think this is the best episode. I just think what we're gonna see from like grown-up stuff, I'm excited for the grown-up stuff. I mean, the high school stuff after a while gets so stale, so cringy. Especially especially the singing episodes, man. Oh my god, the musical episodes. Oh my god, it's just they're not good to a point. To an extent, things can get really cringy in Riverdale. I'm just happy where they're going. It looks very grown up. It looks sick, so I'm excited. But I'm gonna end this here. We're gonna end this here.
Yeah.
Again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We drop these every day, like after the episode is done. We film it after every episode and then we drop it right away. Every week, every Wednesday. On Monday, I drop All American after it airs. I drop it right away.
Friday, he does WandaVision.
Right after I'm done watching it, I drop it right away. I'm on it. I do episode by episode reviews on all these shows, including Legacies, which is Thursday, which is tomorrow. And it's going to be right after we're done watching it. So again, subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss the new content we have coming, or the new episode reviews we have coming, on top of a whole bunch of other things that I have coming, with all the movie stuff that's coming out and trailers and stuff. You just don't want to miss anything. I would love for you to join the channel. So again, subscribe to the channel, put on the notifications, leave a comment down below. I love talking to you guys in the comments about your theories, about what you guys liked about the video, about what you're excited to see in the episodes that we're reviewing, or just trailers or whatever I'm doing. I'm just happy to hear from you guys. Even if it's just to say that, I don't know, just tell me about your day. Tell me, like, I love interacting with you guys. It's fun. I love it. It makes me happy talking to people in the comments. Because, I really want this to be a channel where we can all motivate each other and, we can all reach a goal. And I really want to inspire people, because, again, for people that don't know, like, I was surrounded around people that I thought were my friends that weren't my friends, that didn't motivate me, didn't believe in my dreams. And now that I'm surrounding myself with positive people that are motivating, that motivate me to be better and to go above and beyond, it makes me want to just keep grinding every day, which, I'm putting in that grind on YouTube, so I want you to be a part of that grind with me. So, yeah, but I'm going to end this video right here, so I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace, but she wants to say something real quick, so I'm going to say it.
Keep subscribing, because he's at 143. We're trying to 200.
Am I at 143?
Yes.
Okay.
So he's at 143.
Sometimes I lose track.
He's at 143 subscribers, trying to 200.
I really want to get to 200.
Keep subscribing, liking his videos, put on the notification bell, and help him reach his goal.
Yes, please help me reach the goal, guys. I know we can do it. Just hit that subscribe button, please. All right, but we're going to end this here. Again, I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.